Yo guys, in the camera, back again on the video, and today guys we're back again with a movie review of Transformers, Robots in Disguise, more than meets the eye. Transformers, Rise of the Beasts. And yo, I watched this on Father's Day for the first time, and as soon as I got to the theatre, I was like, yo, I need to run this thing back, because I loved it. So I run it back, and I watched it yesterday again for the second time on the 23rd of June. As soon as I watched that first trailer back in December, for Rise of the Beast, I was like, bro, I need to get back into Transformers again, because I haven't been into Transformers for time, and it's one of my favourite things when I was younger. So what I did was I watched the movies again. I watched them in a weird order. I watched 4 first, because I only watched number 4 once, and then I watched 1. Watching 1 again was amazing. I can't even lie to you, I love 1. And then I watched 2. 2 has always been my favourite one for the longest time, but watching it again now, I'd say I'm going to change my order a little bit, but I'll get to my order at the end though. I watched Bumblebee, and then I watched the 3rd one, Dark and Mood. That was a weird order that I watched them in. I didn't even bother watching the last night, because by that time, Transformers The Rise of the Beast came out. No, G1. I've never watched G1, alright? I grew up on Transformers Prime. That was the one I grew up as a kid. Always watched that show, loved it. I think I've seen it about 3, 4, 5 times, the whole thing. So I know it like that. I even watched a couple of the episodes again. For the season 1 finale with Unicron, I watched that again just to, you know, get the Unicron thing going on. Then I started with G1. And now, currently, I'm at like episode 45. I really enjoyed watching G1. When I was watching the first couple of episodes, I didn't know if I was going to be able to get into it, but damn. The show's banging, I can't even lie. Like, Transformers 1984 is so good. It's actually a really, really good show. And you get to introduce to all the characters again, like Sideswipe, Ironhide, he's a beast in it. All the side characters. There's so many more Autobots as well. Like, I didn't know there was that many, but there's loads. There's like Hoist, there's the Submarine Donny, Perceptor, Jazz is sick, Blaster, Sideswipe. Sideswipe ain't in it that much. Obviously you got Prime and Bumblebee. Bumblebee's like not even that good in the show. He's alright here and there, but I quite like that, because all the other Autobots get more of a shine. Mirage, he's sick in it as well. Quite like Mirage. Brawn, Prowl, Ratchet, they're sick as well. Oh, Cliffjumper. Damn, there's loads of them. That's G1 though. And my favourite character in G1 is Starscream again, because I love Starscream. I kind of like him a lot more, you know. He's always trying to betray Megatron. It's the funniest thing. Like, Megatron, he's the best as well. He's got to be my second favourite character. But I'm all up with the Decepticons. Shockwave, Soundwave. Oh, Soundwaves. I really, really like Soundwave as well. Blitzwing, you got Astro Chain. He's wicked as well. But let's get into the film. Transformers, Rise of the Beast. But it starts off, it was set on a different planet, the Beast planet or whatever. So, oh, by the way, I couldn't watch Beast Wars. The animation was too dead. I was not going to watch that show. And then we see Scourge. That entrance scene, boom, so badass, man. I love Scourge. The whole film, he was so cool. The way he was beating the shit out of everyone. He killed like at least 3 Transformers, I think. So that guy was about his business. He was so badass. And he kills straight off the bat that massive gorilla. He didn't even do anything. He probably got 1 hit on Scourge and slink straight into the gut and then shot him. He was dead. So the 2 pieces, and they need those 2 pieces to get Unicron. So the story's there already, and the story's easy to follow. And you know what I really like about this film? The Transformers and the human stuff, right? The Transformers actually in it a lot. Like, I feel like it's like 50-50. Straight after the Mirage sequence, for the rest of the film was really, really good. Yeah, the beginning's kind of slow, but it gets there, and it's funny as well. That Mirage scene is really, really funny. Me and my mates, we were laughing our asses off with that Mirage scene. It's too funny. Noah, the new human character, I like him, man. He's pretty cool. He's trying to live his life, man. He's got a little brother. His little brother's alright as well. But I'm so glad they didn't take his little brother onto the mission with him, because that would have been annoying. So I'm glad they kept the human characters low. There's only 2 characters in it. They don't have to put too much focus on them. You got Optimus Prime and the Maximals doing their business. The one character that I didn't really like that much, Elena, whatever, it made sense for why they needed her, because obviously like she's read about the thing and knew the other stone was in Peru. But like the stuff about her backstory with her dad and stuff, like that's kind of too boring. You could have cut that scenes out. And then she kept falling over and stuff like this. She was kind of funny at times, but she kind of like dragged the film down a bit for me. I don't know. That's the only like issue I kind of had with it. Her character, I didn't really like her that much. I feel like they could have done her slightly better, but she's alright, you know? She didn't take me too out of it, because you had the Transformers, they were badass. And Noah, I really like. So, as you go on, the first fight. Let's get into that first fight. Jesus Christ, that fight and the museum part. Man, now that was a really good fight though, because like Prime, the way they came out as well, Prime versus Scourge, straight off the bat. When they were fighting, yo, the fighting's so good in this, man. It's so good, because it's actually longer. Because the fights in like the Bayverse, they're quite short, man. They're short, but they're badass. They're really good though. So in this one, the fights are so much longer, and it's like you can actually see the movement. It's not like in the background. They ain't fighting in the background and shit. Like the full focus. is on the Autobots fighting, and it's like a new because there's a new director in it. I quite like how he does the fight scenes, and it's pretty badass. Scourge is just beating the shit out of Optimus in the first one, and then he kills Bumblebee. None of my mates knew that was going to happen, so I kind of knew. They weren't. They were like, no way. They couldn't believe it, man. And seeing him die was kind of sad, you know. I thought he was just going to get stabbed. I don't know what else it was going to happen, but he shot him. He straight up died. You know the little insect things that Scourge has? Those things were scary as well in that museum scene. I think I quite like that chase scene. You know what it reminded me of? How they were, both of them were like running into shit. Being like proper dumbasses chasing the humans. Kind of reminded me of Jurassic World, like the raptors. How the raptors always chase the humans. They always like knocking into each other and like smashing into shit. And can never like bite the humans or something. So yeah, moving on. Scourge gets the key, so they failed straight off the bat because they already got one key. Oh, Nightbird. Oh, Nightbird from the whole film was so cool, man. The car, the flying, yeah. Nightbird, I've seen the G1 episode that she's in, and she kicks her ass out of like 8 Autobots that are there. Kicks the ass of all of them. Also, the meeting scene when we get to meet all the Autobots, that's pretty cool. And then Optimus Prime, he's just so pissed through this whole movie, which is cool. It's like his badass Prime. The things he said as well got me hyped as well, because at the scene of the highway, he's like, I'm gonna kill him. Rip out his head or some shit for killing Bumblebee. He was pissed, man. No, I'm telling you, Prime was on that next level badassery. Obviously, they need to get to Peru, right? So Stratospheres comes in. He's just a massive ass plane in it. He didn't really do too much in the film, to be honest. He had like, what, 2 scenes? So Mirage, he's a badass, I can't lie. Prime's really serious and Mirage is just taking the piss out of him. So that's pretty funny. RC was cool. She didn't do too much in this film though. Wheeljack, they messed up Wheeljack big time. Wheeljack was terrible. Like, I don't know why they changed his action, because he looks completely fine in Bumblebee. Like, that is how Wheeljack looks, and he's perfect there in that 2 seconds that we see him in the film. Why can't they just use the Wheeljack design in that and put him in this film? No, we got this new like Spanish, I don't even know what he spoke, a stupid ass goggles. What vehicle was he? Like a Scooby-Doo mystery machine? Like, that is just not Wheeljack, man. That was the worst Wheeljack ever. Wheeljack is one of those sick ass characters as well. Like, he's literally like top 5 Autobots, and how do you mess him up that badly? Alright, in Peru, they find the next stone. Say some like, what, Indiana Jones shit, and the stone ain't even there. So I'm like, what? The stone ain't there? Where is it? Maximals got it. So they meet the Maximals after the big highway fight scene. And that scene on the highway, when they're like falling down the hills and shit, that's my favourite scene of the whole film. I really, really like that scene. I think it's only like 2 minutes or something. I just like how it's shot, how the drifting, the way they transform, the fight, the Optimus, Scourge, punch, slow motion shits. Air Razor comes in at the end, blows up the bridge, and then Scourge shoots that thing and it just gets Air Razor in the back and then makes it evil in the next couple of scenes. It's crazy. Straight after that, they meet the Maximals there, which is really cool, actually. It just, film just keeps going really well, man. I really enjoyed it. The transformations were on point as well. Like, the way they transform in this, it looks so clean. So yeah, we meet up them and they got the last key. The best Maximal is obviously Optimus Primal. And I really like the scene that he had with Prime. He's like, Prime's like, what? Optimus Primal? Well, that's basically my name. He's like, oh yes, I inherited it from your name. Respect from the, I don't know, I can't remember what he said, but that was really cool. It's like respect in it. And I heard that scene was never in before. He added that in because I heard some stuff got cut out, like the Rhinox and Cheetah were supposed to be chasing Nora and Elena when they were in the tomb bit looking for the stone. They were supposed to be in there. That got deleted. There's a couple of other scenes I've read about that got deleted and cut out because I read up on this article that had all the deleted scenes and all the changes. Reading that article, some of the changes were good and some of them were bad. But I kind of really like the film that we got. I feel like they could put these delete scenes in like a Blu-ray or something. That'd be really cool to see. And I heard there was a Decepticon in the film that Optimus Prime just beats the shit out of at the start of the film. So I think they should have put that one in though. Yeah, that could have been cool to see. Air Razor, yeah, we find out, damn, the evil bodiness of Scourge is taking over, and then obviously Scourge uses that to locate where the Maximals have been hiding this whole time. Yeah, Nightbird comes in, bang, smacks Optimus Primal straight in the face. He's got a really cool chase scene as well, how he's like climbing on the trees, he's climbing up the mountains and he's running towards Air Razor, then he has to kill her, crushes his chest, and in the original cut, he snaps his neck. I would have been that. That's kind of insane. It makes more sense of him crushing his chest, because if he snaps his, like, that's your mate, and you're snapping his neck, like, come on, man. Alright, she's dead, but then Scourge got the last piece. Man like Noah was trying to shoot down the crystal and destroy it, so they couldn't bring Unicron. It makes sense why he's going to do that, and I kind of respect Noah for that, because he's thinking about the humans. He's like, yo, we're going to die. For them to go home, we're going to lose our planet. Like, come on, there's 50-50 chance. Like, we're not going to take that risk. Let's just shoot the damn thing so they can't have anything. Which, you know, I respect Noah for that. And then he doesn't shoot it because Prime's like, yo, I just really want to go home. So Prime's like, he's like Mrs. Cybertron, innit? We get to this final battle scene, and it's the maddest thing ever. It's honestly maybe like the second best final battle. Obviously, it's Dark of the Moon. That final battle was like, what, about 40 minutes, and it's just straight action. It's so good. That shit's like next level, though. Like Driller and freaking Shockwave and everything. I really enjoyed it. I don't know how long the final battle was, but it was about 25 minutes or something like that. It was pretty decent, bro. Pretty decent. I feel like it could have been maybe like 5 minutes longer. Maybe they cut out some shit. I feel like we didn't see Rhinox do anything in the final battle. I don't think there was one scene of him doing anything. RC and Wheeljack had like one cool scene in the final battle. But it was mostly Prime kicking ass. Bumblebee had the best scene ever when he came through. When Bumblebee came through, don't call the comeback. Yo. I'm just saying, the music for this whole film was really, really good. Some parts, the music did annoy me with some soundtracks that kind of pissed me off twice that the music was bad. But for the most part, like 8 soundtracks they played, I really, really enjoyed the music. Badass tune, and how he came in and he killed Nightbird, bang, 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 and then Nightbird died. That was a sick-ass entrance. I really like the scene where, what's his name, Thundertrap or something? Primal kills him, and Prime is about to kill him as well. He's like, yo, that was my kill. You stole my kill. That scene was cool. Then we get another badass scene of Mirage versus Scourge, man. This fight is insane. Mirage is actually handling this guy. He's got like 3 of them, and he smacks him once. Scourge is Scourge, man. He's just a badass fighter. He does a freaking arm bar. Bang! Slaps the shit out of Mirage. And basically, from the arm bar, that guy's like, his head's gone. I'm not even lying. That guy cannot fight anymore, and he shoots him like 7, 8 times. Don't know how Mirage is surviving Scourge's freaking shots, because Bumblebee couldn't survive one. He got shot once right in the chest though, and he died. Dang. Everyone died, bro. There's what? Bumblebee, Air Razor, and then Mirage. God damn. He's killing everybody. Cliffjumper already died the last film. Shit. So, unfortunately, Mirage dies. But then we get Noah, and he gets a power-up. He actually gets like Mirage's suit onto him, and he gets like all powered up, and then he starts fighting Scourge, and it's insane. Like, for the first time, the humans can actually do something against the Terracons, or Decepticons/Decepticons. They can actually help in the fight, which is really, really cool, and I really like that they did that, because they're not useless. They actually can do some shit. And then Optimus Prime's like, yo, comes out of nowhere like, yo, let's double team him. Let's double team his ass. Optimus Prime wants that revenge, innit? That fight, the final fight with Scourge versus Prime, is badass. Even Prime was kind of winning a bit. Scourge was still holding his own, you know. Noah's help, he got him in the freaking ankle, then Prime bang in the face. And he got him against the lava shit, trying to burn his face, and then he's like, yo, Unicron, we need help. Down comes Scorpionoxus. And that was really cool, man. Scorpionoxus was cool. Yeah, a couple scenes in there. But yeah, Scorpionoxus is one of my favorite Decepticons as well. He's probably top 5. Prime's like, damn, I gotta just kill this guy. So Prime eventually kills Scourge. Really cool death. He fucking struts in his face and pulls out his friggin' head. And then he takes the badge back from B. Bang! This belongs to a friend of mine. Gives it back to B. B's like, yo, I needed this. Transforms, then we get a cool scene with Noah and Bumblebee kicking ass. That's a pretty cool scene. But yeah, it's a really good final battle, man. It's entertaining, and the whole film is basically badass. Ends with them just chilling. Obviously, the Unicorn's trying to come through. Oh, we get that really slick Prime transformation scene. I thought Prime was gonna get like sucked into the freaking Unicorn or some shit. But nah, man like Noah saves him. Bang! And then Prime comes out and saves him. The music there. The best soundtrack of all plays. We get the... The Prime theme song plays. Oh, bros, I got so much chills like flowing through me. I felt like I had energy on in me. That soundtrack is so good. And they played it at the perfect moment with Prime doing that badass transformation. My second favourite part of the film. The highway scene is probably the first. Then that scene alone was my second favourite part. Third is the whole final battle. Fourth, the fight at the freaking museum. Fifth, Mirage chase. And I gotta say, watching it twice, I had as much fun as I watched it the first time, the second time. I loved it both times. And the after scene credit, Mirage come back, that's great. There's a G.I. Joe reference or something. I don't understand anything. At first I was thinking, oh, Sector 7, this guy's gotta be from Sector 7 or something. But nah, it's G.I. Joe. And I've never seen G.I. Joe in my life. For the next one, which is going to be a crossover, I'm guessing, with Transformer G.I. Joe. For me, I think it's going to be shit, because I really like what they did with this one. But Who knows? It might be good. I don't know what's going to happen. Overall, I give this movie a 9 out of 10. I think it's a 9 out of 10. Fully, I really enjoyed it, man. Straight to the point, badass action. I was going to give it an 8, but 9 out of 10, man. That film was badass. Okay, now I'm going to rank all the Transformers films. In last place, in 7th, we got The Last Knight. Then in 6th, we got Transformers 4, Age of Extinction. 5th place, we have Bumblebee. I like Bumblebee, don't get me wrong, it's pretty good. I think it's like a 7 out of 10. 4th place, we got Transformers 1. That's in 4th place. I really like it. Obviously, the first 3 trilogy I love. And in 3rd place, we got Revenge of the Fallen. Revenge of the Fallen in 3rd. And that's surprising, because Revenge of the Fallen was always my favourite for about 10 plus years. That film was my favourite film. Watching it again, I was like, you know what? It's not as good as I remember. It's just the forest fight in that one. It's just like, I think that's the best fight in the whole series. Now, 2nd place, I gotta give it Rise of the Beast, man. Rise of the Beast takes the 2nd spot as my 2nd favourite Transformers film. Now, number 1, we have Dark of the Moon. Dark of the Moon, that shit is just really good. Dark of the Moon, that whole film is amazing. Like, from start to finish, that shit bangs. Basically, this ends the video, guys. Like, subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace.